Greetings to all of you from Ama LightWorker. A special greeting to all of my returning subscribers. If you are new, please like, share, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, please remember to turn on the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel, you allow me to get messages for you as well, because maybe right away some of these messages may not make sense to you until later on. Go back to this video and rewatch it a few times in the next upcoming weeks. Today, I am doing an Akashic reading about the full moon in Scorpio that is happening in May 18, and how this full moon is going to influence all of us. And before I get there, just a friendly reminder, I have already uploaded on YouTube all of your tarot readings for each and every sign of the zodiac. And for those of you who would like to know more, I am posting a link down here below in the show more description box. And that link is going to take you to the Vimeo videos for download and purchase for those of you who are interested. In the Vimeo videos, I did an Akashic reading for each and every sign of the zodiac for the month of May 2019. We are going through very important energies. We are pretty much between eclipses right now, because there's going to be another series of eclipses happening late July and August. And it feels like right now we are right in between these two eclipses. For those of you who would like to schedule a private consultation with me, please visit my website www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. And of course, all of my contact information is listed down here below. I do offer a variety of services: psychic tarot readings, Akashic readings, Akashic healing, a face reading, a Reiki, energy clearing, nutrition, and also I have a bachelor's degree in nutrition and dietetics from Westchester University of Pennsylvania. So again, if you'd like to find out more about me, do visit my website www.amalightworker.com. I am going to now continue and open this Akashic reading for this full moon happening in May 18, 2019. You need to pay attention to the time frame between this full moon happening in May 18, 2019 until the next full moon that will take place next month, because all of us are going to feel the influence of this full moon for at the very least the next 4 weeks, or at the very least until the next full moon happening in June. I get a sense from the Akashic records that all of us, we need to calm down, as all of us are going to experience emotions running very high. For some of you, you may be experiencing a certain sense of exaltation, happiness, excitement, and others may be experiencing the complete opposition of that, the complete opposite of that. But also you have to understand that you are also going to have the tendency to swing back and forth between these two extreme emotions. you need to be very aware that it is not so much about what is happening, but it is about how you feel, how you are reacting to maybe things that people may be doing, saying, random things that maybe you could be hearing on the news, on TV, how you react to maybe a random conversation that you may happen to be dropping, if that's the proper way of saying it. There's also a sense that the Akashic records are indicating to me that for a lot of us human beings on planet Earth, our spiritual teachers and spiritual masters are trying to wake us up, are trying to connect with us at a deeper level. They are going to be some temporary spirit guides that each and every one of us individually are going to be assigned to. Remember, all of us, we have um, spirit guides. They stay with us throughout all of our lives, but we also have temporary spirit guides who come in, so to speak, to help us through some lessons that we need to learn, or to help us support with a particular circumstance and situation that may be happening. And for all of us, it does feel that we need a little bit of extra help, okay, from the universe, from the divine. And for that reason, there's a lot of us going through a lot, particularly with finances, okay? That seems to be an area highlighted for most people. Understand that your vibration has been gradually been vibrating at a higher frequency, so raising your vibration so that now you can connect better at a deeper level with these spirit guides who are going to help us, each one of us, in our personal journey through how to make our lives better. So the spirit guides, each and every one of us are going to sense that are coming in to help you. They are going to be doing exactly that. Their intention is to help you to get to the next best level of your life. Finances are going to be a huge portion of that. For some of us, money could be appearing in very mysterious or surprising way. Other ones are going to find a solution to a bill that may be showing up. You're going to find a solution to some expenses that maybe you are not sure right now how you're going to manage it to pay it. I get the sense that a lot of us are going to be looking at finding other ways to earn money, finding better deals to lower expenses. There's a lot of information that you are going to be hearing about your own personal finances, about your paycheck, about financial transactions that your bank may be sending to you a notification. There could be some kind of a transaction being annulled, canceled, or trying to get the money back. It's very important that you stay as calm as you can, as balanced as you can throughout, at the very least, the next 4 weeks, because you are going to have a tendency either to snap just like that, or you're going to have a tendency to wanting to do things quickly, okay, skipping important steps so that you can get to the end, to the goal. And that may not be the proper way, but there's also a sense that sometimes you get caught up in your own sense of excitement, in your own sense of humor, okay? And that may not be helpful to those of you who have a deadline to meet, because you really need to focus on the work that you need to do if you have a deadline, if you need to do something by a certain date. For those of you who have been looking to find a new home, whether this new home that you need to find is for sale or just to rent, it feels like now you are going to have some really good leads, okay? Some very solid leads that are going to help you to find this new place for you, whether this is a place that you like to rent, okay, or whether this is a place that you like to buy. Your self-esteem is going to be going from one level to another level, from one extreme to another extreme. When you feel that you are being pressured, when you feel that you are being pushed into doing things that maybe they don't feel right to you or you just don't want to do them, okay? All of that is going to affect your own sense of self-worth and your own sense of self-esteem. Rather, take a break, okay? See how far along you want to go, okay, with this pressure that a situation or other people may be putting on you. I get a sense that for a lot of you, this could be a boss, a supervisor, someone, in other words, from whom you take orders, that in some ways may be putting you in a situation that is not very comfortable, being very demanding on you. It feels like someone just wants you to work, and you just cannot do it anymore. Like you had enough, and you are going to try to get out of that circumstance. For some of us, there's going to be a little bit family tension, okay? It could be about a death that has already happened. This is not a prediction. Could be about anything that needs to be done after the death, whether it is the family needs to gather again to do religious ceremonies that are appropriate, to go over inheritances, to go over finances, to sort that out, okay, or to try to help people, other people that may be grieving, because that doesn't mean that just because you're not grieving and nothing happened to you, that could be another person around you who may still need a little bit of tenderness because they are the ones going through grieving. There's a sense that a lot of people who have been on a journey to finally achieve some kind of a divorce, some kind of an ending to a marriage or to a relationship, now in the next 4 weeks or so, could be a little bit longer than 4 weeks, you are going to finalize this transition in your life when finally all the signatures are going to be on the right place and a certain divorce will be final. You could be thinking about putting things up for sale. This could be listing items for sale on a website. You may be organizing some kind of a sale when you bring people over. Could be a garage sale, could be people who tell other people whatever you have for sale. So you could be doing it in that way, kind of an old-fashioned way. and there's a list of things. So some of you could be listing things up for sale, okay? A list of items for sale. You are going to be very surprised by your own strength because remember, excuse me, we are equipped to handle anything that life throws our way, okay? Remember that our lives are a combination of our free will and the karma, what is written, what is predestined. Okay, and you cannot predict every little thing that you may be experiencing in your life, but you are equipped to handle everything because exactly when you need to be strong, uh, you get to be strong. Very often we wonder about other people, and when we see their struggles, how they are able to manage through that. But that law applies to all of us. If we need to exercise our strength, if we need to find our courage because we are dealing with difficulties, we are going to get in touch with our greatness, with our strength. It is time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate yourself. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a manicure. Go get a massage. Go get your hair done. Do those little things that usually, okay, make you feel good, okay, so make that happen. Pamper yourself in some ways, and again, pampering yourself doesn't mean that you have to spend money on it. Maybe a bubble bath is how you pamper yourself. Maybe getting popcorn and renting a movie or streaming a movie, that's how you pamper yourself. Find little ways to reward yourself. Find little ways to reward your body and give yourself a break. A lot of us could be feeling a little bit tired. We may need to rest. There's going to be a certain sense of restlessness that each and every one of us is going to experience. Pay attention to anything that you may be resenting, okay? And you may not even be aware of that, but don't be surprised if in the hard time of the next 4 weeks, okay, feelings of resentments are going to come up because again, anything that we need to release, that we are holding on to at an emotional level, is going to come up so that we get to recognize that feeling. And then by recognizing that feeling, that's how you let go. And the sense that I got was letting go of these feelings of resentment, injustices being done to you, whether this was injustice being done to you by another person or by the legal or the judicial system. There's going to be people who maybe you may not necessarily agree with the government in your country, okay, and what the government in your country or in the local area where you live is doing or is trying to do. And if this is you, you probably have been you have been trying to organize something about it. Join an organization, join some kind of a pacifist movement. There's going to be important news, okay? This may be happening in your country particularly. This could be some kind of a global news about how people are trying to stand up against any governments that don't treat people with respect, They don't have regard for the human life or human rights. So there's going to be important things happening in different countries. And I get a sense that important news or certain countries are going to be on the spotlight for different reasons, okay? I get a sense that France is going to be on the spotlight, is going to be talked about it a lot on the news. Brazil is going to be one of them. I get South Africa. England or UK is going to be once again, particularly members of the royal family, again are going to be on the spotlight. There's going to be Greece may be experiencing some kind of attention because it may not be a big news, but there's still going to be news on the media, on social media, on TV about Greece, particularly political matters happening in Greece. And there's going to be politicians or people who have an office, public office, people who are on the spotlight, people who maybe are public figures. You may be hearing about them, and this is going to happen in individual countries. Okay, like one of them may be saying that I quit the office, I give up, or they're not going to be doing politics anymore. So there's a sense of personalities, in other words, pulling away from public life, whether this is politics specifically or other things. There's going to be a sense of scandals. Okay, and this is again in each and every country. There's going to be news around scandals, political scandals, trafficking, abuse of power, bribing. I get a sense again, I don't know why they're mentioning China. It feels like China once again will come under the scrutiny of the media of other countries, putting some kind of a negative light in China about the Republic of China. I don't know if China is a republic or not. I did not know that this was going to come up, so I didn't check it out. Okay. If you are someone who may be experiencing some kind of an ending, understand that even though every ending feels painful, okay, and it may not make sense to you, later on is so much going to make sense to you that the endings that are happening now are going to be blessed endings because these endings are going to help you to move to the next stage of your life. They are going to help you to surround yourself with better people in your life. They are going to help you to be better. Okay, because when you work toward making yourself better, of course, you get to attract people in your life that are also better, and you get to attract circumstances and situations in your life that are better. Do not give up on your dreams. Do not throw away your talent. If you have a skill, if you have a talent, maybe you are not sure what your talents are. Consult somebody, okay? Consult someone whose opinion you trust. You may want to hire them so they can give you a proper opinion about what kind of talent you have, Okay, and what can you do to make better that talent? You may get an Akashic reading. Okay, that's another spiritual way. In other words, you may also resort to spiritual ways to get an insight on your circumstance, to get a better insight on your life, or even to find out what are your talents, skills, and abilities, and how you are meant to use them. I get a sense that some of you may be dealing with a plumber, issues that have already happened with disasters like flooding, could have been natural disasters. It feels like you may be dealing with the aftermath of all of this. You may not be, so for those of you who maybe you are in the process of renovating, building a home, construction, most of the work will be done. You are very much getting close to finishing constructions, repairs, renovations. However, you may be a little bit clumsy. So, to each and every one of us, the advice coming from the Akashic Records is that we need to pay a little bit more attention because we could be clumsy and we could be causing ourselves some kind of a minor accident, like burning yourself when you cook or falling. Or cutting yourself when you are using a knife or a paper cut. So little things like that, nothing tragic, little things like that. But again, they are reminding us that we could be feeling clumsy. It's all okay coming from this full moon. So it is a full moon that is intended to symbolize, okay, the ending of that dark night of our soul, the ending, okay, of that dark tunnel, because finally the light is coming. And understand, all of us, we need to go through this journey, okay, when we are dealing with dark forces internally or negative things happening with you, because without the darkness you cannot recognize the light. Understand that the sleep at night is dark and then in the morning is light, is exactly what needs to happen in your life right now. Okay, so to speak, you are going through the process of kissing goodbye to all of the negative energies, all of your negative thinking, all of your negative emotion. Kiss those goodbye so that a new light, enlightenment can enter in your life. So enlightenment can enter in your life, in your heart, so you can feel more uplifted, so you can feel lighter. And of course, this is a journey. This kissing of goodbye of anything that is negative is a journey. Okay, for some people it takes a year, for some other people it takes a few weeks. It is a repetitive cycle, okay? It's not just one time thing that happens in your life and you're done with it, okay? Imagine this. If you are using your computer, every once in a while the computer crashes, maybe you need to refresh it, okay? So imagine this full moon providing for you a refresh, okay, in your life, a reboot, a refresh, a reboot. So as you are getting ready to attract new things in your life, okay, rest assured that even though this process is uncomfortable, rest assured that you have to go through this. It's like a huge process of cleansing, okay, cleansing and preparing yourself for a better life. If you are somebody who maybe wanted to do an application, maybe you wanted to apply for something, anything that maybe you had in your mind for whatever reason, either procrastination or other reasons, okay, maybe it wasn't possible for you before to do it, now they are encouraging you, test the waters, see what your chances are, Okay, so if you always wanted to have a different job, why don't you play your chances? Don't quit your job, but just for fun. Okay, why don't you go and apply for that job position? Why don't you go and apply for that loan if this is what you wanted to do? So, in other words, don't put a lot of emphasis what the result is going to be. Okay, just see what your chances are, test it out, do something about it. I also get a sense of people being on stage doing a speech performance, other people being in the audience. So there's going to be a lot of people wanting to go out more, particularly to watch a performance or to be on stage yourself. And you are going to put, if this is you are going to put an end to other people trying to rain on your parade. You are going to put an end to other people trying to get credit for your work. You are going to put an end to people who are trying to outshine you or upstage you in some ways. Be thankful. Focus on being thankful for who you are and focus on being thankful for the person that you are yet to become, because who you are going to become physically, health wise, emotionally is going to be a lot better. Okay, months from now you are going to be looking back, okay, in this mid-year 2019, and you are going to understand how much has changed and how this time right now, May, June, July, August, and even September, has served to change and transform you completely. So send yourself some gratitude, and remember, if you turn your light up, light will always attract light. And always remember, likes attract likes. Okay? So if you feel happy in yourself, you are always going to attract happy circumstances and happy people. It's all about how you feel internally, that the universe will give you more of. So remember to turn your light up. Okay, remember to also see in each and every situation different perspective. See the negative side, but also see the positive side, and give yourself more credit. Okay, I hope that this is making sense to you. Do comment down here below. I'm curious to hear from you. And again, if you'd like to have your very own private consultation, visit www.amalightworker.com and email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. For those of you who are interested to know an Akashic reading or Akashic messages for your sign for the month of May, those videos are already done and uploaded. They are up for download and purchase. If you are interested through vimeo.com, you're going to find that link posted down here below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And remember, when you subscribe, it means that you are allowing me to get messages for you as well. Like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, and I will connect with you in the next videos. And now I'm going to say the closing prayer. I would like to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the Lords of the Akashic Records for their point of view. And I would like to thank the Holy Spirit of Light for all knowledge and healing. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. So thank you. Remember, it is another full moon with a lot of emotions. Okay. And hopefully he's going to bring positive things to all of us. But remember, it is a transition. Okay, it is a transition. It is a process. So let's hope for the best. Thank you for being here once again. Email me, amalightworker@gmail.com, and I will connect with you in the next video. Bye, guys.